and welcome the YouTube audience back. CLG FC episode 56.7 on the YouTube. It's day 52 on the Twitch, and it should be a good one here. Hopefully, we get through a lot of the preseason. I don't know if we're going to get through all of it tonight, but we're going to get through certainly a big chunk. We have one game left to watch from the FIFA World Cup, and that is the FIFA World Cup final, and it's Spain and it's England. The Euros, we just watched it at the Euros in real life last weekend, and now here we are watching it in Football Manager, but this time it's for all the marbles. It's for the FIFA World Cup. So great to have you along. uh, for those that might not know, might be new, uh, my name is Benakage, and we are here with some Football Manager. Used to be a former CS commentator, now just streamer and enjoyer of life, playing Football Manager F1. We got Hearts of Iron scheduled later on, by the way, so we're looking forward to that. And we got the Olympics coming up in just about a little under 2 weeks, so I'm looking forward to that. I did not take off the 2 days when the action starts before the opening ceremonies, and I didn't take off the day of the opening ceremonies. So those nights we're going to be coming home. I'll probably put a replay of some of the football on this screen, maybe the rugby as well eventually. And yeah, I'll we're going to watch a lot of it. I'll be streaming all throughout the Olympics. Definitely check the schedule here on Twitch. If you're watching on Twitch, you click my name. It'll take you to the actual main profile page, and or running across, there should be some tabs, and one of them says schedule. You click that, and you'll get to my schedule. So we have a lot of streams coming up. Looking forward to all of them. We're live with you here as well for a large portion of this week. We got Football Manager tonight. We've got F1 tomorrow in Miami. We've got F1 Wednesday in Miami. So the Miami Grand Prix will be a two-parter taking place Tuesday, Wednesday. No stream Thursday. Friday, we're back with Football Manager. No stream on Saturday. And then we've got Sunday with some we'll start with the F1, and then we'll taper that into Football Manager ahead of pretty much next week, which is going to be all Football Manager. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of next week. And of course, most of them are going to be dual with watching the Olympics, except for Monday stream, I should say. So, and then of course, we'll be with you from that Sunday after opening ceremonies. So that is the 28th, all the way through to the closing ceremonies, streaming every single day. So looking forward to that. We're going to be playing Football Manager. We're going to be playing F1 2012. We're going to be playing Hearts of Iron 4. We're going to be playing a lot. And so if you like CLG FC, if you like Football Manager, you're going to get a lot of it over the coming weeks. If you like racing, you're going to get a lot of that over the coming weeks as well. F1 2012, a little bit more casual of our racing. We use it to basically train ourselves to race without assists. So there is that, and 27 is too, 26 is just there. 30s is definitely too old. So yeah, if you're looking forward to the F1 as well, yeah, I'm excited. I know one thing. I've got to spend the next week and a half. I don't have a lot on the backlog, really. I have just about 3 videos tonight, being the 4th. Akane-kun! Welcome along, man. So, I hope you're well, Akane-kun. I will say, one of the things I will have to do, and I plan on doing, I need to do it this week, really, and stay on top of it next week. So I need to do it this week and stay on top of it next week. And that is upload everything I have. So tonight will be 4 videos. I have 3 on the hard drive already that are waiting to be uploaded, including the previous episode of CLG FC 56.6. So I got 56.9. I'm sorry, 56.5 up. I don't have the race we did at Shanghai up. Both parts of the race I don't have, either the practice sessions and the sprint or the qualifying and the and the race. I don't have that uploaded yet, so I will need to make a note come the next few weeks, within the next really 10 days, to upload those videos because I want the I'm going to need the solid state pretty much clean for the uh, days we stream the Olympics. Because there's going to be a ton of videos coming out. I'm gonna have a huge backlog to upload once the Olympics are over, which is fine. We'll crack on with it, right? It's not an issue. So uh, we'll apply your advice. I'm not I'm not I'm not changing any of this, mate. We got Honeywell in 2 days. We're going to instant result it, of course. And then we've got FC United of Wrexham. But before FC United of Wrexham, we have the FIFA World Cup final. So Honeywell United, just to pick up just to pick up friendly. The match you see on the schedule with Gables actually starts the CLG Senior Cup. So there is that. I'm not interested, mate. He's a B minus. He's gone. He's a B plus. He's gone. He's a B minus. He's gone. Like get him out. Get a D. Gone. Not interested. D. Not interested. So we need players who are going to show promise. So he needs the Asian grading scale. He needs the what is it, American grading scale that gives him like a higher thing. We actually got weighted in high school. Our GPA got weighted. I don't know if a lot of people knew that or not. But the high school I went to you had to apply to get in. It was a public high school, but you had to meet criteria to get in. And I remember the criteria was 89 in both math and reading for your Cat 7s, Cat 5s, Cat 7 exams, something like that, which was basically it was the very first standardized test you ever took, and you took it in 7th grade, right? And um, I took this exam and I got an 88 in reading and I got a 99 in math. So I actually had a perfect score in math on my Cat 7. And I had an 88 and you needed an 89. And I remember this kid I couldn't stand told me that I wasn't going to get in. And he wanted to go to Central too. And he teased the ever living shit out of me every day that I wasn't going to get into Central because I didn't have that 89. I was 1 point off. Uh, Pobelters High School was a public school with a private program for out of country. You had to take a test for out of county. You had to take a test to get in. Yeah, this wasn't out of county. I lived in Philadelphia County. The school's in Philadelphia County, but it was such a prestigious school that you had to apply to get in. They didn't take anybody. It wasn't a regionalized school. It's not like Northeast High School where kids from the Northeast all went to it. It's not like Olney High School where a lot of kids from the Olney section of school went. You didn't have to be from Olney to go. You could apply and get in, and it was fine. But they didn't have any grading criteria, but Central did. You had to get it. You had to make. You had to have certain grades to get in. AC Milan. AC Milan wanted me. So, fuck off. The 4 million. You're AC Milan. Like fuck off. You know what I mean? So anyway, um, so this friend of mine taunted the shit out of me all the time. He was like one of these brainiac kids, straight A students and all that stuff, real science nerd. Uh, he didn't get in. He went to Bishop. No, did he get? He went to Roman Catholic, I think, which was downtown in Center City, pretty much. Um, I got the call from the principal saying I was accepted into the high school. I got in. I went there for 4 years because it was a great high school, phenomenal high school, but because it was so hard to get into, or it had a all of your classes were weighted by a one, I think it was a 1.1 grade scale. So no matter what your GPA was, if you, it was weighted with a 1.1. So like if you finished with a 3, you technically got a 3.1, I think, or whatever the freak it would turn out to be, right? Whatever the math is. But that's what it was. And if you graduated Central through the AP program, because they had 4 years of AP, you could go regular Central is graded 1.1. You can go AP, which is advanced programming, and you could learn that was weighted 1.5 or 1.6. Not, I'm sorry, 1.15 or 1.16. And then if you went into the MG program, the mentally gifted program, your GPA was weighted 1.2. So there were people that graduated above a 4.0 GPA at Central. Um, but I remember that's some stat padding. That's a good way of putting it. But yeah, I remember that. Uh it was a really great high school to go to, but it helped. It didn't let me get into. I actually wanted to get into or go to Virginia Tech for college, but it just didn't let me. Or they denied me, I should say. I should say didn't let me. They straight up denied me. There's a football club literally named Keith. There's a football club in Scotland apparently just named Keith. Like, are the writers of Futurama the owners of this club? That's a hell of a reference for anybody that knows it. But apparently, there's just a club named Keith. Well, let me tell you a story about a club named Keith, and that is terrible. But oh my God, I think Snicky is still hurt. They are 3 days. So we're going to run with McKendy, and we are going to simulate the match. So here we go. Yes, do not use the match plan. You've only selected, that's fine. Spaps is confused. I'll take hold up the ball off of him. We won 2-0 over Hollywell United. Cookies from Spaps, Spaps from Twinkle. There you go. 2-0. Anybody get hurt? Yes, Cookies. Oh my God, he's out 3 to 4 months. Fucking Christ. It's a friendly first goal. Welcome along, by the way. Holy shit, that's a big injury to take, man. Put your arm around. Do I promise? I mean, he is going to play. So his morale did go up. So that's good. His morale went from very good to excellent. So that's good. Throw a water bottle on him. Tell him to get better by the next week or your lower his playing time. No, not Cookies. Not Cookies. Cookies is a starter. So, oh God, that sucks. Uh, I need to go to squad. No, I'm sorry, tactics, because I need to tell Spaps. Uh, how do I do this again? How do I like tell his role? Like, how do I tell him not to hold up the ball? Here we go. Edit. Where's the hold up the ball? Am I blind? Oh, I could. He's a wide target forward, right? So wide target forward is the main outlet for players ideally positioned against a smaller, weaker fullback, and they will be asked to get hold of the ball and keep it before recycling it to a teammate. So he's confused about so certain roles default. Yeah. So he's confused about holding up the ball. He's confused why that's the direction. But he insisted that he play as a wide target forward. Like he made us promise that his role would be a wide target forward. So it defaults to hold up the ball, and then he's fucking confused why he has to hold the ball. My brother in Christ. I don't throw the water bottle at him. Just constant water bottle. I just like. Does anybody understand why I hate how much this game is broken? So it does mean that Wellman is going to get the start over Cookies. Cookies is out. I actually can slot Snicky back in for McKendy and then put McKendy in for Dempsey. So McKendy goes back to the bench. Snicky will be fit by the next game. They're going to be just fine because the next game is a week is basically 8 days away, and Snicky returns to full training in 3 days. So we're fine there, right? But like it just none of this makes sense. It cures all. Ever since my third season, I tell players to leave their promises at the door. This is my first time really playing through FM24, so I'm learning all this on the fly. That was good to know. uh, it just, it, I mean, the problem is that shouldn't happen, right? Like it shouldn't be in the game that a player gets confused or upset at a role that is defaulted to something they demanded and were promised and are getting. Do you know what I mean? Like the game should not act like that. Like that essentially that's what I mean. Remove and exclude is the best feature. Yeah, but I didn't mind it for Spaps because Spaps is one of our starting players, right? Like if you look at our tactics screen, aside from Cookie, so I just took out, all of these players are starting 11, like our normal, always going to be here community member players. So I don't mind promising them something and just playing it as it because they're going to be playing anyway. So it's like, what you know what I mean? I'm very hands off like that. I'm taking a Greg Berhalter approach, and that might not be the best idea, but still, um, it's one of those things where it's like I don't mind promising them that, and then they go and it's like I don't know. It should the game should not work like that. Essentially, it's just bugged. Anyway, moving on. We do have the FIFA World Cup final coming up. Spain versus England. That should be a good one. We're looking forward to it. It's our final game of the summer tournament we watch. It's going to be hopefully a banger. They say England is inevitable in FM. They didn't win the Euros. They didn't even make the final. It was France over Spain at the Euros, 1-0, and now Spain with a chance to win on the biggest stage of them all. Spain got sweet, sweet vengeance on France, by the way, dumping them out in the quarterfinals by a score of 4-1. And now they have a chance to take the biggest prize of all, the prize bigger than Euros, and that's the FIFA World Cup. So I got 8.8K frogs on England. We will start. Let me start that prediction. Will Kane add the Euros trophy next to his Audi Cup? No, he did not. Survey says no, he did not. I used to do like predict your outcome. Uh, who wins the World Cup? Who wins the World Cup? Who wins the 2020? Let me put it this way: 2026 World Cup. Now, I used to do last time I did Euros, I did like 1-0, 2-0, 3-0. I'm just gonna do Spain in normal time, Spain in extra time, Spain on pens, England in normal time. How about this? England. How about this? How about I just do Spain Spain on pens. Full-time or AET. England, full-time or AET. England on pens. There you go. Y'all have 5 minutes to put your channel points on it. There you go. So I saw something today, by the way. It was a great meme. Let me see if I can pull it up. I definitely have put it. I put it in a meme channel, and it was posted in my Discord as well. Oh, somebody says it was a quote from Harry Kane, and Harry Kane said, "I would trade everything I've done in my career to have a special night in victory tomorrow night," meaning winning the Euros. And somebody quote tweeted it and said, "I too would trade 0 trophies for a trophy." I was just like, that's hilarious. Brutal, but hilarious. So, get your predictions in. We got 5 minutes. Get them in. It's the match. It's the day of. You've got about 4 minutes left. Everyone has put it on England, so nobody's going to win points right now. If that's the case, you're all just going to get your points back. But so you really have it all to lose. I could rerun the prediction if need be, but I think you both picked it England. Nobody. Okay. If nobody else guesses any points, then I'll delete the poll so you don't get wasted your points. Nah, this is hilarious. Y'all picked England full time or after extra time. Okay. So this is comedy over plot. Always. Uh this happened in Caffeine's chat. Caffeine had a poll or a prediction, right, for one of his Champions League games. And he said, is Hamburg going to win? Is whoever he was playing, Dortmund or whatever, are they going to win? Or oh no, it was an Italian team, maybe Juventus. He was like, is Hamburg going to win? Is Juventus going to win, or is it going to be a draw? And it was like 6,000 points on each, and nobody predicted draw. So I was like, I'm gonna just put 10 points on draw, fuck it. And they drew 1-1. And I wound up going from like 300 channel points to like 12,000 channel points. I was like, holy shit. Somebody in the chat was just like, fuck right off. I was like, listen, y'all left the door open, okay? Big mood, 1,000 IQ. Yeah, I was like, look, y'all left the door open. I might as well. We do have, no. The answer is no. He's not would like to take a shot. No. Uh, Reject offer. Reject all transfer offers. We're not letting go of any of the community members, right? And we have ways to make sure they stay on the squad. Anyway. We are moving into the final. This is it. It is the FIFA World Cup final. It is Spain. It is England. All the hype is built. We've watched a lot of football to get to this point. And here we go. Thankfully, in FM, the fans are already seated, and we don't need Miami police to take care of business. It's not even in Miami. It's in Atlanta. But first goal, I would be interested in your thoughts. In my opinion, if you look at what happened at Copa with the Colombian fans getting into it with the Uruguayan players' families and the fight, and then some of the Colombian fans obviously trying to gate rush. Obviously it's a small minority, right? I understand that. However, I would look at it and say, these are the fans of the same country that have caused the issues, and therefore they should be probably sanctioned in some way. What's up, Nubage? Nerd. What's up, Nubage? For me, I would be okay if it's never going to happen, obviously, but I think the right thing to do, or a right thing to do, would be look. I feel like that could be weaponized. Potentially, yes, you're right, but like it's happened in Europe before with making players play behind closed doors. We might have a very early penalty here for Spain. And my point is, you have to, like, making countries or clubs play behind closed doors doesn't really work. Do you know what I mean? No pen. It's on the outside of the box. Yeah. Okay. So this is a free kick about 18 yards out. So, oh, great header. Paredes has scored. And Spain in 4 minutes lead the World Cup final. What a great ball at the back post, and an even better header. I agree with you. The only thing is, you're 100% right. That is common. I mean, the event planner is common ball, but part of me also says, like, there is still an expectation that you don't act in that manner. You know what I mean? Like, there needs to be that expectation, right? So, like, I would like to see, maybe you're right, because it could have been planned better, and a lot is on the event organizer. 100% I agree with you. So maybe you don't sanction them. But I would like to see moving forward, if incidents like this happened, or if, like in Europe, we've seen incidents of racism before, a country just gets docked points. Like, start saying to a country, if your fans, for example, chant something racist at the opposing fan, you're getting docked 2 points from your FIFA World Cup qualifying campaign. And that will send a message. You know what I mean? Like, to me, that would be something, you know, worth pursuing, I would say. So, but you could do it for everything. You could do it for, you know, horrible crowd behavior like this. You could do it for, you know, obviously discriminatory chants and whatnot. So, oh no, Hermita's down. No driving today, Nubage. That's tomorrow's stream. That's tomorrow's stream. England here with the ball in the 20th minute, or the 19th minute, I should say. Here's Gilchrist. Raynor, that's a good turn. Raynor here cuts back. Hayes, and it's a good save. Alves makes the save. But the more you mention it, first goal, the more I realize sanctioning the points on this instance might not be the best idea, because yes, it could have been planned way better. I will say that. But I think that needs to be an option going forward for things on how FIFA should handle, because fining and playing behind closed doors is not necessarily going to work. Here's Gilchrist. There has to be a strict set of rules, or like they can say anything. Yeah. The VAR on the crowd is going to be way. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I love how you said the VAR on the crowd and not just CCTV. But yeah, you're correct. You're correct. That's a good point. So, we are. Yeah, half hour's gone already. England have had 3 shots. Spain have had 1 shot, and it's the goal. Spain have had 1 shot, and it's the goal. And we're in the 33rd minute now. Here's Webb with the ball for England, and Meakin and Collar. These aren't even some of the normal names we watched during the during the group stage. Collar from Dunn. Collar going to deliver it back to Dunn. Here's Dunn. It's going to go back to. This is Southgate ball all over the place. Hayes, Kelton, back to Hayes. You got a player wide, but he tucks in. If he stayed wide, he would have had an option. Hayes has now got to dribble to Raynor. He's really got nowhere to go with the ball. He takes it himself. Gilchrist, and he's taken off. See, you're dribbling into an opponent. and gifting a ball away. Momentum's not really, I mean, momentum was huge for Spain at the start. It's been fairly even throughout. We're in the 42nd now already. Jose Luis Marino. By the way, I apologize if I say any of these names wrong. Marcos, but I'm doing the best I can with what I know. I'll put it that way. Back to Jose Manuel Hermida. Good run by Hermida. Good cross by Hermida. Cirore on the back post, and it's gone just wide. There's Hermida to take the throw. 2 minutes added time here in the first half. Cordoba. Paredes is in the center, but Wilding has come down with it. England 1-0. I believe in true equality. Butcher everyone's names. There you go, Kunikun. Here's Meakin. And he's lost the ball to Marino. Spain do have it. Alves. And it's going to be, oh, that's cut out by Meakin. Scopes is going to come down with it. And Scopes is offsides. How? How? That's got to be the halftime whistle, really. Garcia here from Jose Luis. Sione to Marcos. There's space on the left here, and he's giving it right to Paredes. And coming back, the goal scorer here, Jose Manuel in the box. But Wilding's going to have that. And it's going to be the halftime whistle now for sure. Halftime whistle. It is Spain 1-0. It's a shame. We had a freaking phenomenal semifinal. And both were actually really good. And then this has been dreadful. This has been absolutely dreadful. 0.21 to 0.2. And only 5 shots between both of them. That's awful. 2 changes for Spain at halftime. And England have made 1. So, into the second half. England need a goal. Gilchrist here. For Miko. He's got somebody on the right. Dunn's going to be in plenty of space. Dunn, is he going to shoot for himself? It's the indecision that always kills you, and it did there. And Nevada will run it down. And that is the end of the highlight. So, Kelton with it now. Over to Meakin. Dunn on the right. Plenty of space. He's going to take his man on. And just run down the line with it. A little bit tighter marked, and that will go out for a corner. We've got Brewer to take the corner here for England. Oh, that's whipped in pretty well. Molinos will get to it. Now here's Scopes with a free kick in the 51st. That's really good, really well taken. It is saved. Cordoba will come off for Ivan Gonzalez. And Hayes will come on for Chappell. So another substitute for each side. They both. Oh, it's scored! Meakin! It's a carbon copy of the Spanish goal in the exact same part of the pitch. And England have drawn level. There's still hope for everyone's channel points. Meakin's drawn level. It is exactly the same goal. My frogs have hope, says Sokonika. My frogs. So, it's coming home. It may not still. There's plenty of time left. Paredes to David. Brewer cuts it out. Here's Scopes. Webb. It is amazing how OP England is in this game, to be honest with you. So, Alves will get play going. Paredes is knocked down off of him. Dunn has it. Gonzalez, good step in. Navarro. I'm going to ask a question for Spell Series, and I need your expertise. I know with the double R in Spanish, you're supposed to roll the R's. Is that true in all forms of Spanish, or is that mainly just in like Mexican Spanish? That I never knew. I never knew if you're supposed to roll them, and that is universal throughout Spanish, or if that's mainly just like a South American variant of Spanish. Here's Gilchrist in with it. Gilchrist, good turn. Marino will block. Navarro will head it away, but Collar comes down with it. Collier, Meakin. Paredes can't get to it. It's the end of the highlight anyway. Wilding. That's going to roll through to Marino. I probably could Google that, but I am streaming. I don't know. Hermida. I think some countries have softer R's. Okay. That makes sense, depending on the dialogue. I appreciate you answering the questions. So, Dunn. In the corner, Collier back to Dunn. Really good ball movement from England here. Dunn's got it now on the edge of the box. Where do they want to go with it? There's no. It has to have an intention. Brewer. There's no. Where are you going with the ball if you're England? You know what I mean? You're like Costa Ricans can't roll. How about that? I didn't realize that. Into Scopes, who tried to back heel, and Alves is ready for it. I didn't know that. I have had the pleasure of working with, there used to be a table I sat at for like lunch a few years ago. And I'm obviously white. One of the ladies was Peruvian. One of the ladies was Mexican. And I want to say the other was, I think she was, I can't remember if she was Cuban or if she was Puerto Rican. Now that I say it, I think she was Puerto Rican. We used to have somebody too at that table who used to be Dominican. So sometimes, like, they would all look to each other like, "What the hell are you saying?" And it was the funniest thing. Like, I remember the real good friend of mine who was the Mexican lady used to look at especially the Dominican person we had at the table and just be like, "You need to slow down," because she just couldn't understand her. It was because she just spoke so quick. She was like super fast talker. So Collier, Meakin, Dunn, they're a great group. They're still around, rolling around together. I no longer I've moved on. I'm not, but still, they're a good group of people. I miss them actually from time to time. It's been a few weeks since I talked to one of them. I gotta make a note this week to reach out to them. Marino, good header to Alves. So the wonderful thing about that table too that I miss the most is we used to just share food all the time. I would barbecue. I would bring in my barbecue. They would cook. They would bring in their cooking. Like, it would just be like, oh my God, it was just. There's a reason why I'm fat, and it's the leftovers from that table. Still with me at that. It was just so good. You just always overate. It was just so good. Dunn on the right. Meakin. And that's cut out by Marino. So Hermida will bring the ball forward on the left-hand side. And here's Gonzalez. Granado. Oh, that's a great ball over the top. David's in tons of space here. Can he cut it back? He's been driven wide. Here's the cross. No, he can't. Collier. Gonzalez got to it, and it skied over the bar. Bro, it's hard to lose weight when everything tastes so good. I know. They would make Spanish rice and bring it in. They would make the pulled pork and bring it in. They would make empanadas and bring it in. They would make homemade tortas and bring them in. And I'm like, I can't do this, man. Like, it's just too much food. I'm gonna be, you know what I mean? Oh, it was so good though. It was so good. So I made Gilchrist over the bar, and that'll bring Munns on for Meakin for England. So England have one substitution window remaining here. I made there's a Spanish name to it. I can't remember, but it's pork belly. But I can't remember the name. There's a specific Spanish name for it. It's gonna kill me. But I made it last year. And lechon? No, not lechon. I can't remember. But I barbecued it. It was barbecue. So like I poked all the holes in it, all the way around. This huge pork belly. Carnitas? No, not carnitas. It might actually be an American name, but it's not pork belly. It's something else. I can't remember. It might have been carnitas. I don't know. I thought carnitas was the. I don't know, but it was pork, and I poked all the holes in it, and I like cut it into like cubes, but not all the way through the skin. And then you fill. Oh, what a save from Alves! You put all your rub on it, and I smoked it. Spritz some. It is cooked a different way, but throwing it all out there, that's fair. But I spritzed it with like a vinegar oil, like a water vinegar oil mix, and you would just to keep it when it was cooked, just to keep it from drying out. And after I was done smoking it, I actually I had it wrapped in butcher paper, but I put it in the oven for a little bit, and then it gets really hard on one side. I glaze it over with like a honey glaze. Woo! Woo! That thing was amazing. I might be able to find it if I open Instagram, because it is freaking buried in my Instagram saved. And I mean buried in there. But Instagram's been bugging for me all day, so I don't know. It's going to be... Yeah, it's not loading. Oh, there we go. Come on. Come on. A little further. A little further! I'll find it. No, that's not it. It was actually from like an American barbecue page that posted it. But I can't remember what it was. Oh, here it is. Chicharron. It's essentially chicharron burnt ends. I'm getting hungry now. Sorry, Akuna-kun. I just ate dinner. So I'm good. So but yeah, it was chicharron burnt ends. And let me tell you something. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. A little bit hard, obviously, like really hard, like this, like crunchy as hell. But oh. Oh, I was gonna say that, but you didn't specify the skin was still on. But chicharron goes hard. Chicharron does go hard. I never had it before, and I had this recipe from this guy on Instagram. I just saw this recipe, so I made it, and I was like, oh, it was so good. It was insanely good. I used an apple rub as well, like an apple wood rub, and then I had like maple pellets when I smoked it. Oh, and almost the third goal the exact same way. That time saved by Alves. We're a minute away from extra time here on the Discord food channel. You know what? I will do that for you. I actually thought I had a lot less saved in my Instagram saved than I thought. So that's a decent cross. This is looking like extra time, and it is going to be extra time at the World Cup final. The game's come alive a little bit. England look a lot better, but I have to fucking find it again through all this. I wanted this, the cheesesteak bomber in Lancaster, because this is only 20 minutes from me. I gotta try this. They make it. They make the dough, the round dough, right, for the pizza, and then they put sauce on one side, and they leave half blank, and then they fill that with the cheesesteak, with the steak and the cheese, and they fold that over, and then they put that all in the oven. So you literally get one side that's a cheesesteak, like a calzone cheesesteak almost, but without the pizza sauce, like a proper cheesesteak. And you get the other side that's the pizza with whatever topping you want. And I'm just like, woo, I need to go there. Now I need to find it again. I know I have it. Here it is. I got it again. Oh, yeah. It is. Listen, my girlfriend says the same thing. She says, she goes, Alvis, big save, big save. She goes, my girlfriend says, oh, that was deflected just wide, too. That I am stereotypical in the fact that the way to my heart is 100% through my stomach. Another, and it's in! Belfort! And England lead! England! Low, she goes, Alvis, big save. For the Frogs! The Frogs are coming home! I have now posted it in your Discord. Rivet, rivet, rivet. So, I love how you said the Frogs are coming home. That's a big goal. England. Is Southgate actually the manager? That we've got about 20, less than 20 minutes, about 18 and a half in stoppage to go. Is Harry Kane on the team? It's fake players. I made a mistake first goal, and I left the use fake players box checked at the start of the save, and then I realized it after the first season, and I was like, fuck! So, that's why they're winning. I've removed the curse. So that's why England is winning. But we're going into season 4, so really, like, in 4 or 5 seasons' time, you know what I mean? Like, most of them are going to be gone anyway. So, back post, and Alves is going to glove that down. So that's my justification is 2 things. Number 1, I'm already 52 days of streaming into it. I'm not turning back now, right? And number 2, literally in 3 to 4 seasons, it's not going to matter anyway, because you'll have a lot more, like, players that are very young, like a Bellingham. Yeah, it'll matter. They would still be in the side 3-4 years time, like by 2030. But like, Kane will very much be on his way out by 2030. You know what I mean? Walker certainly wouldn't be there. Trent probably wouldn't be there. You know, most of those players are going to be gone. So, we're going to tough it out. So, and then they'll all be new gens anyway. So, I haven't decided what I'm going to do with FM25, by the way, because if I can't roll the save over, I don't know what I'm going to do. Roll over to the new engine. I'm going to be kind of lost. Do we just start again? Do we just, you know what I mean? Dan usually takes a few months to get the database going because it's so expansive. So I haven't thought about FM25 yet. We don't know what we're going to do for FM25 yet, but I'm kind of going to cross that bridge when I get there. It is the second half of extra time. England are 15 minutes away from just their second ever World Cup, and it would come 60 years after their previous one. Spain looking for their second World Cup. This time it has been 16 years since their previous World Cup victory. They're looking for their second. That one's going to hit off Gonzalez. Kelton comes down when it's the end of the highlight. England have had 15 shots. I don't know what change they've made tactically, but they've looked phenomenal so far. This is back post, and Wilding will get to it. So I don't want to restart Italy. I hope they can move saves over. Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I own you know what the crazy thing is? I own FM, I think 21, 22, 20, 21, 22, and 23. I think. So part of me is like, what if I go back and start a save in FM 21 and then carry it over and then carry it over and then carry, you know what I mean? But I wouldn't do that. Do I actually own FM 22? I think I might have skipped that year. I don't know. I don't own FM 22. I own 20. I own 23. and I own 24. So I haven't usually bought. FM is not a game I've usually bought every year. Like I bought 10, I bought 12, I bought 16, and then I bought 19 and 20 and 23 and 24. So that'll probably change. It'll probably be a game I buy every year now. But, you know, traditionally, it has not been. So here's Munns for England. They are 5 minutes away. Collier. Oh, Marino trying desperately to win the ball, but it still falls to Collier. Molinos has cut that out. What can he do with the ball? Molinos trying to bring it forward. His center forward drifted offside, so he's had to take the dribble on himself. This is brilliant from Molinos. He's going in. Granado, did he stay onside? No. The flag goes up on Granado. And with it, Spain have had 3 shots all game, and 2 of them came in the first half, mind you. So they haven't had a shot in extra time. Spain have not had a shot all of extra time. Here's Munns. Munns for Barnett. Marino cuts it out. Spain looked phenomenal against France, by the way. Looked so good. I have no idea where this English performance has come from, especially since they really struggled to get past the likes of like Egypt and whatnot. But they play up the competition, I guess. So here's Collier. That's going to be thrown in. Alves will glove it down, and there is 70 seconds plus stoppage time remaining. And I don't think we're going to have a ton of stoppage time. Maybe just a minute. Here is Alves to get the ball back in play. They need to get the ball forward. They need to win the ball. They're not winning the headers. Barnett has it. Barnett running down the wing. Garcia has pulled on the jersey. Advantage is being played by the referee. Munns, Barnett. Barnett's got options on the cutback. He tries to take it himself, and Alves will put it out for a corner. 1 minute of added time. Brewer. That one's headed away. David will get to it. Can he run it down and go down the other end? To Navarro, to Granado. He is fouled, and maybe, just maybe, Spain have a chance. Webb has been booked in the process for Spa. Here's Marino. Gonzalez. Marino. This ball needs to go in the box, boys. Garcia. Good touch. Can he get the cross in? Garcia. It's a cross back across the box in a great position. Nobody's there. Marino will cut it down. Molinos. It needs to go in the box. Navarro, he might be offsides. It's given to Granado and he scores. I don't believe it's offsides. The flag's going up. Oh my word. VAR is going to have a look at it. VAR to decide the World Cup. Please no. And the goal is not given. He's offsides. Is it the right call? Ribbon. And that is it. It's all over. Oh my God, he is miles offsides. England are the World Cup champions. I'm going to take a snip so I can console all of the English fans who are still sad as fuck for yesterday or for this weekend's loss. But England, after extra time, have won the FIFA World Cup on American soil. Never should we ever allow it to happen. Never should we ever allow it to happen. That's not fireworks. It is what it is. England are victors. Southgate's made to look like a genius. Joe Belford in the 101st minute, the hero. Player of the match goes to him as well for that game-winning goal. Their mood is so tame. Typical England. But it is England that wins the 2026 FIFA World Cup. So, there you have it. Of course. So, I love how they're like, analysts have no explanation for my manager's appearance. It's the fucking World Cup final, mate. Like, would you not? Like, come on, be real. Would you not? You know what I mean? If you could, I mean, come on. So, Uh, anyway, uh, where do I even post this fucking thing? Uh, I guess here you go. Con- all right, let me close that snip tool. I don't no longer need that. I've posted what I need to. That is that. Let's get moving on. Now comes the fun part. First off, let me give you all your frogs back, right? England did win in extra time. So let me give you all your frogs back. Coney Coon. Oh, the frog. So, uh, nobody else predicted anything. The frogs were saved. Okay, the frogs were saved. But yeah, there you go. Whew. Holy moly! Somebody just posted. Oh my God, that's good. That's a freaking amazing kit. You got a kit page for FG? Oh, yes, you do. Woohoo! Saw that in another Discord. I need to type that. That is. Oh, that's fire. Literally fire, but still, that's good. That kit's good. Uh, this was the kit I saw. Let me see if I can get it in the chat. That's the. Do I not? Oh, fuck's sake! I didn't copy paste. My wallet is literally crying. Oh man, for those not, why is it not letting me? Is it? Can I copy? Can I copy? That should that should do it. That should do it for those of y'all. By the way, y'all on Twitch are about to get an ad. You're like 40 seconds away, so just a heads up. We're gonna keep moving on. We've got FC United of Wrexham next, so look forward to that. That's gonna be another instant result game. Um, But yeah, my mom, that's so good. They posted another one, but it's really tiny, and I think it's a club. I think it's Yokohama Marinos, but I mean, it's so tiny, mate. I can't make it out. I'm gonna post it in your Discord, but like, whoo, if I did not realize that Yokohama Marinos was owned by Citigroup either. Like that's nice. But I hate how all the city. The one thing I hate about the football group. I'll ask after ad read. Okay. The one thing I hate about all the football clubs that are like the groups, like Red Bulls, like City Football Group, is that why does everything have to look the same? Do you know what I mean? Like all the Red Bull jerseys look the same. All the City jerseys look the same, pretty much. Like it's all baby blue. All the Red Bull jerseys, it's all white and red with the ugly Red Bull. Like, what? Why? Give me something else, please. You know what I mean? Like, it robs the clubs of their culture. Like, you know what I mean? Like, uh, Guilherme Carvalho. I'm actually interested in signing. This kid is not bad for this level. Like, these are his Like, look, listen. A lot of people are going to look at this kid's stats and be like, this isn't great. And I understand that. But for this level, it's not bad, is it? It's not bad. Um, He's got 18 teamwork. That's pretty good. Like you, I mean, this kid is 16. He's got a weak left foot. This kid's not bad, man, for this level. Really. Uh, uh, I've got space. I definitely have space. McCarthy, I'm okay with saying no to. Although his physical is actually really good. Really good. His strength is only the only weakest part. But for this level, his his uh his physical is really good. His technical needs a bit to work. His technical's got a lot to work on actually. So, but Carvalho, I think we're gonna offer. The other one, I'm gonna say no. Is that JFA's actual kit? I don't know if it is or not. But if it is, you can. I mean, it's good. Like it's very good. So, uh, Akoni-kun is now showing that he has the potential to play at level 15. That's good. You like their 2016 kit. I want their 2002 kit, actually. Yeah, I do actually want to send Thomas Casey on a coaching course. Uh, I think we will wait to the end of the season to do so. Snicky's back in training. We're gonna discuss a contract with Carvalho. So negotiate. He does not want a lot, and I do not blame him. I want an optional 1-year contract extension. Everything else is fine. He's okay with that, and that's fine. So the Samurai one, that was sick. Yeah, was that the Samurai one 2016? Hold on, 2016 JFA kit was a gradient. Yeah, the 2002 one has like the red stripe going like diagonally down from the neckline. So, but I actually ordered a kit today. By the way, it's funny we're talking about kits because I I have a confession to make, chat. I have a oh I'm thinking 2018. I have a confession to make. I rage quit Football Manager today. So I was playing a game after work, and it was the last game of the season. And I thought, right, we had a cup final 3 days later. So I logged on, like, I'm going to play 2 or 3 games of Football Manager. This is around like 5 o'clock. So I did that, right? And um, played through 2 league games, won them. We weren't going to win promotion. Like, we were done. We weren't playing for anything, right? Because I was after I won my game, my third to last game of the season. So my anti-penultimate game of the season. I was 7 points adrift from the promotion spots with 2 to play. So like I had no chance, right? So I was like, we're just finishing as high up as we can. We were predicted to finish 21st to be relegated in the league's only relegation spot, and we're fourth. You know what I mean? With a chance to finish third. Like I will, we're gonna just see how high we can go. So we won the penultimate game of the season, and then I had the final game of the season. Now, after I had won the final game of the season, or I'm sorry, after I'd won the Penultimate game of the season, I was 4 points out of third with one to play. So I couldn't finish third, and I couldn't finish fifth because I was 4 points clear of fifth. So I was basically like solid, right? Like I wasn't going to move from fourth. So I had a cup final 3 days after the last game of the season. So I said I'm going to rotate players out and save them for the cup final. I want to see if we can win the cup final, right? So I went into the last game of the season, and I'm like, we can lose 2-0, we can lose 2-1, we can lose 3-0, we can lose 3-1, and it's whatever. I don't care. I expect us to lose because I'm playing 11 backups instead of 11 starters, right? And it was the fact that we conceded in the opening minute, and then we conceded 9 minutes in, and then we conceded 20 minutes in, and then we conceded 29 minutes in, and then we conceded 35 minutes in, and I'm sitting there 40 minutes in, 5-0 down, and I'm like, this is fucking outrageous. You know what I mean? It's going to fucking destroy everyone's morale and whatnot, and all this other shit. And then I had a player take a second booking in the 45th minute, and I had three players on the pitch with a sub 5.0 rating. And I had the highest rating I had of a player on the pitch was a 5.7. I was like, there's no, well, it was a 6.2. That's the goalkeeper. So the highest outfield rated player was a 5.7. I'm like, this is bullshit. Like, I expect to lose, but this is fucking bullshit. So I got so angry. I slammed the desk and I just fucking Alt F forward without thinking. And I was like, listen. So what did I do to ease my rage? I bought a kid off classic football shirts. What does anyone do when they when they want to ease their rage? You buy a kid off classic football shirts. I did eventually. I did eventually. That's when you book a flight to that team's next match and chuck water bottles at the actual players with no explanation. Mate, it's level 10. So, retail therapy at its best. Yes. So I actually bought a kit today. So I'm excited for it to come in. Actually, I've been eyeing this kit for a while, and I finally pulled the trigger on it. I'm like, I have to, like, I can't. It's such a limited edition kit that I need to make sure I get my hands on it. What did you get, or are you keeping it a surprise? I will tell you in a second. I'm trying to see if it's still on the website, actually, or if I bought it and it was the only one they had in stock. I think it was the only one they had in stock. Oh no, it is a 2006, 2007 AFC Tottenham FA Vase final when they played the FA Vase at Wembley on the 13th of May, 2007. That is the kit right there. I have been eyeing the shit out of it, and I said, I need this kit because it is one of the few kits on their website that has the sewn in insignia for a cup final. And it's not just any cup final, it is the FA Vase final. So I said, I need to get that kit. And they were originally asking, I think £49.99 for it, and it's now £29.99. And I said, I am 100% buying that kit at 30 quid. So let's do leagues in focus. Segue for the YouTube watchers, yeah. Anyway, MLS. There's the only league in focus we're going to do. Montreal still at the top by 8. DC in second. Inter Miami third. NYCFC fourth. Chicago fifth. Philly now sixth. New England seventh. Columbus eighth. Atlanta ninth. Toronto 3 points out with 2 games in hand. And Nashville's the worst team in the league, though they did pick up their third win of the season. In the West, it's the Galaxy at the top now by 10 points with a game in pocket over Kansas City. Then it's Real Salt Lake, Vancouver Whitecaps, Portland Timbers, LAFC, Austin FC, Minnesota United, and the Colorado Rapids. San Jose Earthquakes a point outside the playoff places. FC Dallas is at the bottom in the West. All the other leagues yet to kick off. All the other leagues yet to kick off. That is indeed The Premier League after 3 seasons, of course. Leeds are back. Leicester are back. And Norwich is back. Southampton's back. Forest never went down. Sunderland's back. So it's getting a little bit crazy in Football Manager. You love to see it. I love the craziness. Um, but that is indeed where we are at. So let's go to the social feed. Nothing doing here because it's off season everywhere. No, I would never sell a player to Spurs. So there's that. That's fine. Scouting finished. What'd you say? B, D. Oh, God. Okay. So I am going to tell you guys. Woo! Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I don't know what. Why is it doing this shit? Come on. Oh, fuck Christ. Come on. Every time I see the name like Brathwaite, I think of the cricketer. Because that's when I was watching cricket like a lot. I can't remember his first name, but he was a West Indian cricketer, and it's gonna kill me now. He's very good back in his day too. I'm gonna say not interested in those and keep moving on. All right, FC United of Wrexham. We've got 2 hours. It is a lot of processing, by the way. The database is huge. It is over 400,000 players now, by the way. So if you're wondering why does it take so long, why does it take so long? It is a 409,000 player database now. So um, just a heads up, it is going to take us a little bit to get to the next season. So I would like to be into the next season by the time the Olympics roll around. We actually have a few Football Manager streams coming up, and hopefully that'll get us into the regulars. We'll be able to process enough. We'll be into the regular season. So Friday after tonight is the next Football Manager stream, and then of course we've got next Monday, next Wednesday, and next Thursday and next Friday, and then all the Olympic streaming starts on the Sunday, and that's going to be a lot of Football Manager too. So I am hoping by the time that I get to the night of the opening ceremonies, we can be into season 4. I don't think it'll take that long. I think we'll actually get through it quicker than that, but that is like the deadline I would like to see myself into season 4 by. We do have the CLG Senior Cup coming up. Those are these matches on the 31st, 1st, and 2nd, and it's followed by the CLG Junior Cup on the 15th and 16th. We're playing Ecclestone and Heskin there, and then we play the winner of whoever's in the other match. I think LythamSt.Anne might be in the other match. Towel is like nobody's signed him yet. Like Towel he is wanted by so many clubs, Towel, and nobody's wanted him. He's not gone anywhere. I'm like, oh my god. There is active interest in 28 clubs, and there is rumored interest in another 24 clubs, and nobody is willing to make a move, and I don't know why. So he's not going to get football here. So this is not significant potential. This is more significant potential to me. So um, we've got, let me see here. Coney Kuhn's got enough time remaining on his contract. I do want to re-sign a Coney Kuhn and injury concerns. Fuck no, we're offering Cookies a contract. Shut your bitch ass up. Anyway, uh, O'Keefe, we're gonna delay. Edmondson, delay. Um, Moak is pretty much going to get released. These guys are these. I mean, this is just Taylor's going to be gone. There's no way. Recently signed current contract has a 1-year extension for Mark Wallace. That's fine. We're going to delay his decision. We are not going to. Oh wait, that's Ben. Oh, Ben Bailey, not Ben Brindley. Jack Evans is nice, but we're going to delay his decision as 2. Wait, well, he's going to be gone. Whew, man, look at all these people. So Minahan, Bunce, Hurley, and they're on 50. When is their contract actually up? Oh, it expires in some. I'm going to delay the decisions for all these. The only ones I'm not going to delay is Cookies and a Coney-kun. So, a Coney-kun, we'll do this live on air for you. Please do not break my motherfucking bank. Do you play midfield center right now? Is that what you usually play? No, you play AMC. You play AMC. So, remove and exclude. Oh, that's looking to strengthen. I don't. It's fine. Oh, you're not asking much, mate. You're not asking much. 800? Let's see. Contract extension after promotion 1 year, optional extension by club 1 year. You're not asking much at all, mate. I do want to see if I can tick your promotion wage down. Hey, come on now. Come on now. Okay, Cookies. Cookies is the other one. He wants 1K and a 30. So, no, you're going down to 25. You are getting a contract extension after and the optional club. You're going down to 900. But I will, and I'll do 20% promotion, but I will do something for you. I will give you a is it bonus? A wage after no? Hmm. I'll give you a 5% yearly wage rise. Oh, come on, mate. I'm giving you guaranteed 5%, man. What if I give you 950 and I get the optional contract extensions? Hey, there we go. Okay. All right. Is there anybody else worth keeping here that I need to really think about? The answer is no, not really. They are on the most notable include Cookies and a Coney. Yeah, they're on their contracts till the end. I don't want to offer them a contract if they're 17 and a youngster, and um, their contract doesn't expire for 10 months, and then I wind up bringing them on the books for like 3 times the price of that. So I have to keep the wage low or lower than I did in previous years, and that means not signing youth that I don't really plan on playing. So, especially given it's a community save, right, with community members as a starting lineup, it just doesn't make sense to be burning that kind of money, right? So, but we got contract offers for Cookies and a Kunny-kun, so that's good. Um, we'll see if they accept. Sheamus was by far the worst to negotiate. That contract is a nightmare right now, and we're locked in for I think 2 to 3 years. No, we're locked in for 2 years. We only got 2 years out of it. I wish we got more, but I just uh, I'm lurking, just working as well. I appreciate it, First Goal. Thank you, mate. So, uh, it's one of those things where, I'm glad we re-signed Sheamus. Don't get me wrong, but just like the money that he fucking wanted is just. I mean, he is 13% of the wage budget alone. Like, fucking hell. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so much money for a club like us. It's just so much money. So, one thing I have to remember to do before I boot up the next stream on Friday is inject capital, um, so that the club stays afloat. And having community members isn't going to bankrupt us. So, uh, anyway, that's I don't think I got any love for that, but no, but they're all asleep. I did post it in that English Discord that has like loads of Englishmen in it, so uh, I should post it in another one. There you go. I did. Frank offer that's been denied. Scouting finish B minus, B plus, B plus, B plus, A minus. He's operating currently at a level above us. Cotswold Rangers. He's a midfielder. Oh my God. Needs to be work on becoming more clinical in front of goal. Has a competitive streak. Okay. That's not bad. He's not bad. He's not bad. There's FC United of Wrexham. Let's keep moving on. Keep on moving on. So, when do the under 18s league is going to be starting soon too? It is July 23rd in the game now, so you're going to see Eccleston and Heskin here. You're going to see one other game appear on the 16th versus TBD, and then I think the next game after that is actually going to be the like start of the season. So you'll see the start of the season come up very shortly here on this the next fixtures list. So I would play it. I would like to play it this game, but it would. We have an hour and 45 minutes left, and it would consume about 45 minutes. So it's one of those things where it's like I would rather spend the 45 minutes, the hour 45 minutes processing, and get us into. I think if all goes well, I actually think we can get to the Eccleston and Heskin game tonight, and then go from there. Um, Maybe Friday, by Friday, then we'll be pretty much up to the start of the season. Um, that is best case scenario. We do have F1 tomorrow. We have F1 on Wednesday. We're doing Miami. The stream title is literally going to be Miami Sucks because it does. Everybody thinks on the East Coast that city's great, and everybody knows that city is garbo. So, not a fan, I will say. Not a fan. uh, uh, I just think it's just overhyped. To be fair, I do think the same about LA. I think LA is extremely overhyped as a city. Uh, so I think I broke my concentration to also say Miami sucks. It is. Okay. Everybody I know who comes from LA or who's been to LA is like, LA's so great. The weather's so nice. Yes, the weather is nice. Do not get me wrong. That is the only thing you have going for your city. It's like, I hope people are well aware. Like the traffic sucks. And you live there. The traffic sucks. It's designed horribly. It's so hard to get around that city. Um, there, I mean, I don't want to say it's not a safe city. There's generally areas of the city that aren't safe because you you pick your metropolitan area in the United States, and that's also going to be true. So, you know what I mean? It's like a blanket thing. West LA is overhyped. I live for street tacos and cheap, good Chinese food. That's fair enough. You know what I mean? I will say there's some things that are nice about LA, Koreatown, street food, like you said, but street food universally is good. Street food in New York is good. Street food in Philly is good. Street food in uh, I had street food in Louisville. That was, you know what I mean? Like street food is just universally good. So, but it is. I will say, LA's street food is, yeah, the one that. But like, it's overhyped. Like, although I miss my Italian beef in Chicago. Yeah, the Italian market that's in Philly. They used to do the Italians. Well, they still do it from time to time. Union lost in Leagues Cup to Chicago. Who the fuck cares about Leagues Cup? Um, nonsense tournament. Uh, the they do like an Italian market in Philly, and they do like a street market where you can get really just like anything, bread, everything else, and whatnot. All sorts of Italian meats, and it's just, oh, it's so good. Uh, Helm offer. Oh, he's on the watch list. That's right. He's on the watch list. So, you can apply the advice. That's fine. We got FC United of Wrexham coming right up. Um, so should be a decent game. We did play them last preseason, if I remember correctly. We also beat them last preseason. So we'll see how this one goes. Team selection. We found out, by the way, first goal series, that there's a team in Scotland just called Keith. Like, this is a cool one, Electra. Like, your club is literally just called Electra. They actually are in England, Lowestoft District League Division 2. Like, let's go, Keith! Yeah, like, it's like of all the names. So you could be called, like, Jax. There you go, Jax. Sounds like a pub or like a, the name of a bar or something. Why don't you head down to Jack's? Wimbledon and District Football League Championship. That's where it is. So. Oh, it's Mercia. I thought for a second it said America. I was gonna be like, "There's a team called that." I was gonna be like, "Excuse me." Oh man. Okay. I had to read that about 3 times before I saw that it wasn't the case. So, uh, phew. Cribs. There's an interesting one. Uh, English and club names, man. Even the town names are like that too. They're just very unique. We're gonna simulate again. Yes, yes. And again, Smaps is confused by the role that he's asked himself to play, and we are gonna see how we do. There it is, CLG Senior Cup right there against Gables. So that is actually 6 days apart. So how would you even have a chant if your club name is Keith? I don't, you know what I mean? Or Jax. So 9-0. Oh my God. Okay, Spaps, Frack from Sheamus in the opening minute, then Spaps from Frack, a Konikun from Spaps, a Konikun from Sheamus, Snicky from a Konikun, then Spaps from Parks, a Konikun again from Sheamus, Snicky from Frack, and then Brindley from Warner. So Konikun had a hat trick at a 10.0. That is, oh my lord, a drubbing if there ever was one. So, so a Konikun in mid-season form in the preseason. You love to see it. So, but next match is against Gables. Yeah, 9-0. Whew. And the thing is, do I have medical center? Yeah, here it is. Uh, Cookies is out 2 to 3 months still, but it's actually a whole nother month before the start of the season, and so we're actually. It's not going to be Cookie's injury is not going to be horrible because he will miss maybe 4 to 5 games. That's a good chunk of the season. Don't get me wrong, especially since the season is only 18 games. But it's not like, I mean, the injury happened with a month of preseason left, so it's not going to be the end of the world. You know what I mean? Like he'll get to play some games as long as he doesn't get hurt again. Knock on wood. He hasn't been too bad with injuries. At least I don't think he's been bad with injuries. I mean, that's if I go to cookies, right, and I go to injuries, cookies had a tight groin for 2 days. Whoop-de-doo. A tight hamstring for 3 days. Whoop-de-doo. He twisted his knee and he was out 5 days in the match against Signal Athletic Reserve. So the opening season, he had 3 injuries, all of them for a cumulative 10 days. He didn't really miss any games. Then he had a pulled knee ligament for 3 weeks or that was in training. So I think he missed. I think he missed the last game of the season here. And then he had a bruised ankle for a day. I mean, that's nothing. Then he had a bruised knee for 3 days after that match versus Milton. He didn't miss a game. Then he pulled his thigh for 10 days. I think he might have missed a game for that one. And then now he's actually out for a while. So this is his first major injury. But I think he's fine. Like, you're out 3 days because you have a thigh strain. I'm not concerned about it at this level because you're not missing a game. Everything's 2 weeks apart. You know what I mean? But uh, I think he's fine. I honestly do. Um, so keep on keeping on. We got the CLG Senior Cup at the end of the week. Gables, Ormskirk, West End, and then Burskoff Dynamo. And those are the three teams. And we've got Eccleston and Heskin. And then there's actually going to be one more here on the 16th because we play the winner or the loser if we don't win. But and then we get into the start of the season. So there is that. So and the processing will go quicker once we actually get through the transfer window. Um, our transfer window doesn't end until March, but you know everybody that's coming and making bids for our players, that won't stop until the end of August, and then the processing will take a lot quicker because the game's not calculating all these monster moves. That's fine. So we're into the 27th now of July. World Cup is over. We've got our CLG Senior Cup here. One of two preseason tournaments we always run. We are winners of both CLG Senior Cups, the previous editions. The Junior Cup we first ran last year. We did not win it. We lost in the final as well. So, but we're back for vengeance. We'll see what we can do. What does this say? Okay, that's nothing. I thought it was like a tweet I needed to read. I was like, what does that say? I read it and I'm like, oh, it's like a nothing tweet. So nice. Woo, nice. Times in 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Reef is streaming her or getting her match streamed, her open match. Uh, What? No. Where's Spaps? We're sticking with it. I mean, he's got a leadership of 10. Spaps does. All of you. I mean, Akoni Kun, to be fair, has more leadership and teamwork. Like, fair, totally fair. But Spaps has been the captain, and Spaps will remain the captain. And then myself is or the vice captain, and I mean, I have 20 leadership and 17 teamwork. Why would I not be the captain? You know, with those stats, why would I not be the captain? So uh, it's going to be Spaps and I. So weekly staff meeting. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Long-term potential. Pod League Broders. Sorry. Reports. Level 18 standard. Could improve a lot in the future. That's pretty much everybody. We'll stick with it for now. I'm not moving anybody under 21, so we don't have a league for him. There we go. We're moving on. So, 28th, we'll tick over. We'll get through here into the CLG Senior Cup. And I'm so ready for the end of next week, man. I'm just so ready for next week. Like, you know what? I'm excited as well to stream Hearts of Iron to you guys as well, because I have an idea for a save, and I think it's going to be an interesting one for Hearts of Iron. My Austria-Hungary offline save for Hearts of Iron is going well, but I'm almost it's almost run its course. In that save, it's I think 1946, so I have 10 years left in the save still because it's the Road to 56 mod, which we will be playing on stream. And I have all of Eastern Europe essentially, except for like Belarus, the is the Baltics, you know, Latvia, uh, Baltics versus Balkans. I used to know this. I always know this. Uh, Balkans are it's the Baltics. Sorry, so like Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia. I don't want to mess with them because they're allied with they're in a faction with Finland, Sweden, Norway, Denmark, Greenland, and Iceland. So it's like I don't want to touch you guys. I ain't want to do all that if I wanted a territorial expansion. Um, I have all of the Balkans and the Mediterranean except for Greece, and I don't own the southern half of Italy, which is owned by like Naples. So Italy basically was cut in two. There was Italy, like historical Italy, in the game. Oh, they've lost Union blow qualification chances. They lost. Who'd they lose to? Nexcaja. Nakaha. So okay. Uh, woo, more scouts. But what do you call it? Greece is still there, so I have all of that land. You know what I mean? And I still want to expand. And the Soviet Union is somebody I'm like preparing to defend against because they what do you call it? Justified against me, but they didn't declare war. And the time has passed, so they no longer have the justification, but the world tension is still there. So if they want to justify again, it'll be a lot easier for them to do so. And we've amassed a shit ton of troops on each other's borders. So it's kind of like if the Soviet Union wants to fight anybody, it's going to be me. And I'm like, I don't want to have to, but I will if I have to. So, and that's really the only thing I can do. Like, I can take out Belarus, I can take out Greece, and I can take out Naples, and I can take out Sicily, which is his own country as well in the game, and Malta as well. But I can't take out Turkey because both England and the Soviet Union are guaranteeing their independence. So if I justify against Turkey, I have to fight the whole faction with England in it, which is like England, Italy, like Italian East Africa. So England, Italian East Africa, Malaysia, India, South Africa, like all of them I have to fight, and I don't want to do that. And I have to fight the Soviet Union at the same time. And I own, you know, northern Italy. So it's like one of those things where it's like and England actually took out France because they just two warred with each other. England and the U.S. are at war with each other, and France joined the U.S. Faction, and England obviously didn't. And oh, come on, Tyler. Yeah, so England owns France in my Hearts of Iron 4 game, and I'm sitting here going, if I take out Turkey, I have to fight on both fronts, and I don't want to do that at all. But um, we'll see what happens. So, but I have an idea for a save for Hearts of Iron 4 for a new save on stream, and I think that's going to be um, doing what I did with Austria-Hungary, but instead with Turkey. So with my Austria-Hungary save, I literally started as Hungary and then reunited the Austrian-Hungary Empire and became it. And I think with Turkey, what I'm going to do is start as Turkey and try to reassemble the Ottoman Empire. That is going to be a interesting but tough save, I think. Even tougher than my Austria-Hungary one. So we are a day away from the CLG Senior Cup, by the way, a day away. So it's interesting that save. It's really interesting. England and the U.S. fighting is like crazy to me. And like the U.S., the faction the U.S. is in is literally U.S., Mexico, Texas is an independent country. Literally, the Republic of Texas is an independent country somehow, and they're not aligned with anybody. But so it's the U.S. minus Texas, Mexico, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Ireland, Scotland, Sudan, randomly, uh, Egypt, Libya, Palestine, uh, and Australia and New Zealand, and they're fighting against in Indonesia, or they're fighting against Malaysia, Ireland, Malaysia, India, uh, England, Italian East Africa, and like two other really small states. And then also the Comintern is at war with the same faction that has the English and India and all them. And the Comintern is literally Indonesia and the Soviet Union. And I'm like, how? And then also Germany fractured into its smaller states, like Hanover, it's its own state, Prussia, it's its own state. I knocked out Prussia, but like all those small sub-German states are all allied in the Comintern, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on in this game? So it's crazy. It's a lot of fun. It is really fun when games don't like the historical like Alex Hearn is out. Oh, it's 2 to 3 days. That's fine. Oh, he's gonna miss the Alex Hearn's gonna miss the whole CLG Senior Cup, but still. Playing Hearts of Iron, playing the historical scenario is always fun. Like you always want to see what you can do within those bounds, right? But then once you do that one or two times, it's kind of like where does the game go from there? Do you know what I mean? You don't really you're kind of replaying the same thing over and over again. So then it's like, what can I do to improve the game? Well, if I don't start with factions at all in the game, and then countries are free to make their own once they get to whatever technology or whatever, national focus lets them create factions. Then the game gets crazy, and that's I think the best. And I like starting with all the states fractured. Like Italy split up, Soviet Union split up, Germany split up, France split up, Spain split up, Belgium is split up. You know, even Sweden, like the very north of Sweden, is an independent country, because um, then you don't have these superpowers that just bully everybody. Because I'm playing Millennium Dawn as well. I have a Millennium Dawn set, which is like 2000 onward, and so it's a modern day save or modern day mod, and Russia is literally just bullying the shit out of everybody. Like Russia literally just came in and wiped out everybody up to and including the Ukraine border. So like they took over Poland, they took over Ukraine, they took over all the Baltics, they took over. Uh, I think they fought Moldova and took them over, but they haven't taken out Romania yet. And then they bullied everybody in the Caucasus, like Azerbaijan and all that. They bullied everybody there, and I'm just like, nobody's stopping them. The U.S. isn't stopping. I'm just like, this game isn't. I am Macedonia, so I can't fight the Soviets. I don't have the power to, and I'm sitting in there going, this is like just nuts that they're basically running away with it. So, and they're being allowed to run away with it. So, Eastern Europe is always fun to play in the Hearts of Iron. I find. Oh, Roy Cox is out 7 weeks. Wow. Still nobody. Alex Hearn is capable, but Omskirk West End 3-1 over Burskov Dynamo. We have got Gables. Let's see how we do. Spap's still confused. And the survey says 1-1 draw. Are you kidding? Snicky from Wellman. Sam Wellman. But it's a 1-1 draw. And it's a late goal, too. What was the goal on the 88th minute? Brutal. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. So we need to win over Ormskirk because a win over Ormskirk will put us in first place as long as Gables doesn't beat Burskov. Then it comes down to goal difference. But we would have it. You know, what I mean, if we don't beat Ormskirk and Gables win over Burskov, we're gonna need help on the final day of this thing. Stepping out to get dinner, but leaving the stream up. Appreciate it. Enjoy what you're eating. Let me know what you have. So. 1-1, man. Oh God, work permit for Quinny Quimbusi. He's got a new contract. So Thai food. Oh God, I wish I could have Thai food. I wish I could have Thai food. A lot of Thai food, Southeast Asian food is very spicy. That is something I cannot handle. Spice is just not. I can't handle it. Oh, pho and vermicelli. Oh, I love pho. I can have pho. I I love good pho. Oh, now you got me hungry, and I had dinner already. I actually might just go and get some goldfish or something because I am hungry. I didn't actually. I usually like breakfast. I usually have breakfast. If I go in to the office, I usually get it on the way, and if I don't, I usually make it at home. And I didn't make breakfast at all today. I had no breakfast. So, a little payback for making me hungry with chicharron. You gotta make that recipe, bro. You got a smoker. You gotta make that recipe. So, Competition expectations. The board would like to take the time to give you a polite reminder of their expectations for the team's performance in the following competitions this season. At this time, the board are only able to offer limited options for your wage and transfer budgets. Okay. We are to gain automatic promotion to level 16. That's what we are to do. So, yeah. All right, heading out. Catch you later, Benny. First Goal Series. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you, brother. I'll catch you. We'll talk soon, mate. Enjoy the pho. Enjoy the food. I really need to learn how to make pho. I would love to learn how to make pho. I just have a feeling I couldn't make noodles, rice noodles especially, but I probably couldn't make regular noodles at all. Akoni-kun commits future to Counter Logic FC to put an end to all the recent transfer speculation. Akoni-kun has agreed to terms. You're welcome. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, you know what I should do? Uh, is it cooked dot wiki slash? Is it is cooked dot wiki, right? Yeah. Go back. Cooked. There it is. Lol, I use the website a lot. Cooked dot wiki is great. For those that don't know, okay, and the Kunikun, I know, or whomever, if you literally take any website that has a recipe and you put cooked, literally COOKED dot wiki, WIKI, and you put a slash and you put that in front of the HTTPS, it'll remove all the crap and literally just give you a recipe. Like, I don't need to know, like, pho is one of my favorite things to make. Did you know that pho comes from Vietnam? I know all that shit. I'm here for a recipe. Do you know what I mean? Like that. And it's awesome. It's awesome. I love that. That's so nice. uh, yeah, it's it is really nice. So amazing tip. Yeah, it's I use it all the time because I'm so sick of going to websites. First off, a lot of them, and you get million ads, and then also you get like 6 paragraphs of stuff that you have to scroll down for just to get to the actual recipe. It's like I just get rid of it for me. You know what I mean? So I'm posting this on my Discord so I have it as a note to myself. There we go. Awesome. Little peace, guys. Gonna start right. Yeah, take care, First Goal. Seriously. Enjoy the food. Um, all right. Here's my personal story about what this recipe means to me and my family because of this one time. Drive safe. 100% drive safe. Yeah. According to that is literally how all the recipes are too. Like they're just it's so awful. It's like it's like I don't know. I'm not here for any of that. Like I'm sure it's nice. It's a nice story. All that. Couldn't care less though. I'm gonna be honest with you. The board, the board. I don't know why the board don't love us. We've been promoted 3 times. You would think any football club you go to, if you get promotion 3 times, that manager should be, you know, uh, people should be in love with that manager. But it's just a B. If I ever post a recipe online, I was hungry one day. Here's what I made. I know. So they're still disappointed we don't play counterattacking football. I'm not going to play counterattacking football. That's not what you hired me for. I'm the manager. That's not what you hired me for. So, it's just not going to happen. Anyway, let's keep going. Ormskirk West End, big game in the CLG Senior Cup for us. Here we go. Alex Hearn's still available. Oh, what was the other match? Gables did beat Burskov Dynamo on another late goal, an 85th minute one this time, and they've taken 2-1. Simulate the match. Yes, we go. Spaps is still confused. Maybe Spaps, you think, would learn it. Maybe he'll understand it. 7-0 over Ormskirk West End. Wow. Okay. I won a pen 4 minutes in, or I scored a pen 4 minutes in. Sheamus from Parks, Akonikun from Frack, Wellman from Twinkle, Snicky from Twinkle, Duncan sent off, then Spaps from Parks, and myself again from Ben Brindley. And it's 7-0, which means we will lead on goal difference the CLG Senior Cup by 6 goals over Gables, a win over Burskov Dynamo on the final game of the season, or the final game of the competition, will be enough to see us win our third straight CLG Senior Cup. We are having a little autosave here, and I am going to very quickly use the restroom because I've drank a whole bottle of water and I drank a little mini one before I actually went live. So I need to use the restroom. I'm going to grab a snack. I'm going to put on a song. We're going to be back. I might as well run the ads to get them out of here, right? Because they start in a minute 45 anyway. So I'm going to put a song on and then I'll be back. So about 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Okay. So maybe it wasn't even like 5 minutes. Okay, we'll just say that it's been about two, but it's fine. I have the king of all snacks, one of the kings of all snacks, with me. Of course, we cracked out the goldfish, so I just had to have a little bite and use the restroom. So um, let's get into it. Cookies commits future. There we go. So essentially, between the Kuniguns contract and Cookie's contract, I have y'all for 3 years, right? 2 years on the contract, optional 1-year extension, and I have another extension for if we win promotion. So minimum 2 years, option for a third, which obviously we're going to take, and also uh, uh, the potential for it to be 4 if we win promotion. So I'll take it. Easy peasy. This is called DJ Tall Paul and Rock the House, which is actually an old song, but DJ Paul actually came back to it over like 10 years later and remixed it again. So we have sold 29 season tickets. The sales have gone up. That's about 9% from 27 season tickets last season. So there you go. We have 29 season ticket holders now. And we also have a big game versus Burskov Dynamo. A win sees us win the CLG Senior Cup again for a third straight year. That's where we're at. Gables beat Ormskirk West End on another late goal, this time in the 84th. That's after Ormskirk scored a minute prior to that to level it. And so now we need to win. A loss or a draw even will not see us through as champions. We have to win this game. "6-0 the final. Seamus from Parks, Seamus from Frack, Snicky from Seamus, Snicky from me, Snicky from Hakunigoon, and Snicky by themselves. 4 goals for the Snicky. And we are, once again, the champions of the CLG Senior Cup. So, past winners. Why does it not keep past winners when I keep the names the same? You know what I mean? Like it should. I don't know. Oh, it only has the previous season. How about that? Okay. We win on goal difference by 11. Not bad. So, here's a training schedule. We got 2 weeks until Eccleston and Heskin. We got an hour left in the stream tonight. So we're going to about 10:15. But as you can see, all those fixtures coming up. Rolls Reserves, Colne United, Lango Under 21s, Standish St. Wilfrid's Reserves. That is all the league. We are inching closer, inching ever so closer to season 4. I actually have to put that in Contemporary House. So, cool. Let's see here. How many days is it? 12 days till the next fixture. So we got a little bit of time. the CLG Junior Cup next. Eccleston and Heskin, and it is the semifinal. So Sneaky Blitz's record for goals in a game in the CLG Senior Cup. And that is that. We've got our weekly staff meeting now. Let's attend it. He's going to hate that, but okay. That's fine. You can add the coaching assignment. That's fine. You can remove the coaching assignment. I actually do like Ryan Woods here quite a bit, attacking midfielder, and then we have a full. I actually don't mind these guys. Ryan Woods, that's pretty decent mental for this level. Anticipation can be better. His off the ball movement is also good. His vision's not very good either. What about Liam McKenzie? His off the ball and his vision and his passing. Oh, he's a left back and his passing is a 1. Don't know about that one, Chief. don't quite know about that one, Chief. This guy's physical. Gary Smith's physical for this level is actually really impressive. His strength needs worked on, but shit, I mean, other than that, it's fine. 14 teamwork, 11 team or work rate. That's good, but concentration's 1. Anticipation is 2. And bravery is 3 and positioning is 4. I mean, it's not great. It's not great, is it? So we're just gonna move on. Yes, they can be on the loan list. Under 21s are fine. That's fine. That's fine. I've been impressed with the progress of Benakage. The progress Benakage has made over the last 6 months, and now I believe he's showing the potential to be a level 10 central defender, having previously only shown the potential to be a level 15 standard player. Wow. Wow, that is way above us right now. We're about to start level 17, so that is miles above where we are. Feels good. Feels good, man. Sila fails to adapt anything to his game. That's to be expected. Hurley, eligible for a professional contract. Is he wanted? No, he's loan listed. Well, I'm not gonna offer him one. End of the conversation there. So, it's a bruised knee for 2 days. That's nothing to worry about. Oh, the leagues have started. I just saw 1 and 1 and 1. The leagues have started in Europe or in England. So maybe we'll do leagues in focus at the end of this episode. If not, we'll do it next episode. It'll be really interesting because we'll be a few games in already. But the English domestic season in the lower levels has started, so something to just make a note of. It is August 4th in the game, 2026. So there is that. We are 11 days away from our CLG Junior Cup semifinal, and we have another 14 days after that to the start of the season. So we are 25 days away. Can't do math from the start of the season in the game. So that's how what we have to process through is 25 days. And when we get there, we'll be there at the start of the season. So very much looking forward to it. We might be there, believe it or not. Dare I say it? by Friday. Or we might get there on Friday's stream. We might get there tonight, but I think we won't. But I think we'll get there Friday stream. I think Friday stream, that game versus Rolls Reserves looking possible. Um, we'll see how we do. Obviously, moving through August. August is when the transfers really hype up. Obviously, right? Because you get closer to the window. So, uh, or you get closer to the window closing, I should say. So, obviously, there's that. He found one recommendation at goalkeeper. Dwight Bishop from Guyana. Does he have a second nationality? He does, and it's English. So he would not need a work permit. He is operating at a level 16 standard, and he could improve. His transfer value is nothing, and he would only want 220 to 325 pounds per week, which is definitely doable. And he's better than Rollins. Uh, matches a new signing club vision objective. And he's determined. Ooh. I like this kid. Can I make an offer? Can I make an offer? He's not. I don't have to make an offer. I don't know about breakthrough prospect. You're going to be a backup. He wants 325 pounds a week. He wants a 1-year contract. He wants no rise. He wants no rise. Can I get you down to 300? He wants to. He really wants 325. No, I don't. I don't want that. I'm sorry. I want contract extension after promotion and the optional. I'll give you the 325. SJR of what is it? St. Joseph Rockware of Worksop under 21s make a carry offer. Blake Carey is our under 20. He is loan listed. That is acceptable. Yes. Cookies, please. It'll be soon be playing as preferred with the Mazzala role. Central midfielder with a Mazzala. Cookies is going to be fucking pissed. Because I don't think I'm going to play him there. Am I? I don't play Cookies in central midfield. Oh, I do play Cookies in central midfield. Yeah, with a Mazzala role. I mean, I don't want to, but I can. I don't want to play him as a Mazzala. I want to play him as a. But I mean, if he wants to be, we can say fuck it. It's level 17. We're open to whatever. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm playing for the Prem title. It's level 17. So I ain't worried. We're pretty chill here. I don't know if we're pretty chill. So that's yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, what is this? Oh my God. Fuck off. Seriously. Yeah, MLS ref stats is right. There is no winners in a clash between Men and Blazers and on one side and Lalas and Lloyd on the other. There really is no winners. That couldn't be more true. Uh, I I I don't actually mind Men in Blazers that much. I do think their Twitter is very impression farmy. So, you know, should this have been a penalty? And it definitely wasn't a fucking penalty. Like, you know, leave that shit to the YouTubers. You know what I mean? Like, that's what YouTubers do. Like, don't. It's just crap, man. Like, it's just crap content. So, you know, I don't. So, It's all that kind of stuff. It's all that kind of stuff. Like talking about transfers and stuff. Like, do you think they'd be a good fit for like Man United or whatever? Whomever they, okay, fine. You know, decent. You know, everybody's asking that question. Everybody's got their own opinion. Like that's a topic of discussion, of open discussion. You know what I mean? But constantly like the constant like, is this controversial call? Oh, is VAR ruining the game? Fuck, just shut up. Like, please. You know, I just don't have time for that. You know, I block that kind of stuff out. I really don't care for it. So, so, and of course, it's an emotional pull on everyone who's angry that they thought something should have been a pen and it wasn't given. And that's because they don't read. They're not a lot of fans read the laws, even though they're free. And like, if you read them and you go, okay, I can understand why the ref wouldn't give a pen or wouldn't call a foul or why VAR would intervene here or wouldn't intervene there. Makes you understand the game more. But there's just people can't see past their bias either. They have a huge lot of people when they want something and it isn't given, they can't they refuse to see past their bias to see why it wasn't given. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's a big problem in the game. It's like political discourse. It just creates a mess online. Like, it's just awful online. So anyway, my point being that when you have a following like MIB and that's the stuff that you tweet, you don't necessarily do the game a service. You just create more controversy and you just peddle more crap instead of, but they do, to the MIB's credit, they do cover a lot of good stuff too. They will find the stories and tweet them out and whatnot. Like, look at what happened in the Italian third division in this club that's never been promoted to the second division in their 100-year history or something like that. You'll see that following the Meta Blazers. Like, so there is a good side to them too. I can't think of a good side into listening to Alexi Lawless. That's the only uh that's the only difference. What is he is unemployed, and I appreciate this, Danny Mockett, director of football. I appreciate, but we have no space for additional staff. We have full staff for under 21s. We have the full staff for the under 18s, and I've got a full staff for the senior squad. I have no space, mate. So okay. Blake Carey's rejected the offer from St. Joseph's Rockware of Workshop under 21s, and the offer was a 2-year deal at 130 pounds a week, and he said no. Um, I meant to check one thing. I meant to check uh, social feed actually, because there is. I don't need Dwight Bishop in the thought. I just want like I don't. You know what I mean? I hate how it does that. I hate how every time you want to sign a player, or everything they automatically get followed in your social feed. Like no, leave my social feed to what I care about. West Ham, Philly, the World Cup, and the Euros. Like don't put any other crap on there. You know what I mean? Like Premier League as well, maybe, but like everything else can bugger off. So 7 days to the friendly. We should get up to it and be able to sim it. Um, we'll see how much time we have left once we get there, which means there's Friday's. And if that's the case, it means Friday stream we're definitely getting to the Rolls reserves game. Um, so the plan now for me is we will get through the CLG Junior Cup tonight, and then we'll go from there. So we'll probably end it there, and then we'll resume on Friday. I mean, so if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much. If you're watching on Twitch, thank you so much. It's been great having you. We still got 45 minutes left, but we will get into the actual games on Friday. We'll be actually finally after watching the World Cup. We'll be started the season. So I think going forward, the preseason games are going to be simmed. I think they're just going to be instant resulted because it just moves things along a lot quicker. And I have really enjoyed playing Football Manager. I really do. But the meat and potatoes of it is the season, right? It's the league. And I don't want to spend another 16 off-season episodes on YouTube getting through, playing all the friendlies and whatnot. So we're just gonna instant result them. So, the idea going forward, even with watching the summer tournaments, which we will still do, is that the off season can be limited to 10 or fewer episodes. That's the goal. So, I mean, me, I can't. He's on my followed, but like I can't. His transfer value was so astronomical now that there's no way I can even like. He's gonna have to come off the short list. Is he? Can I? Where is he? Is it removed from short list? Like, I'm sorry. He is. I can't. There's no way. At the end of the day, there's just no way. So level 16 player for Danny McGill. He's a 16-year-old striker at Burstall Rovers, which is in England, I think. Yeah, Yorkshire Amateur League Division 4. Not bad. Actually, go back to it real quick. I'll tell you what, that's physical for a level 17 club. Although, granted, he's at Burstall, and I think they're level like 13. They're level 17, so they're the same level as us. I'll go back to this physical, aside from strength and a little bit of stamina. This is really, really, really good. Like this is phenomenal stuff actually for level 17. His composure and his concentration, his anticipation, his first touch, they all need work. His stamina, his strength, they all need work. But I mean, 14 bravery, 14 teamwork, 9 work rate, 14 acceleration, 13 agility, 10 balance, 11 jumping, and 13 pace is good. Very good. And he's a striker and he's a winger. That's really good, actually. So he's 16. He has all the time in the world to develop too. Like fuck, fucking hell. He's really, oh god, that kind of good. Like eye popping good for a level 17 club. You know, for a level 17 club, that's just outrageous. Outrageous. Anyway, right. Keep on keeping on. 6 days to go. So looking forward to F1 tomorrow. I haven't. I'm tossed up on Miami as a track because it's pretty crap in real life. The Grand Prix is really crap, actually. But when I raced it last year with Snicky, I had found some unbelievable pace on it. I mean, I was cruising on that track. So part of me is like, maybe I'm really good on that track. And that's always a possibility. But then when I raced it against the AI again, I hadn't had as good a race and I didn't find as much speed and I didn't change the AI level, right? So part of me is like, maybe I just had a really good race and I wasn't like super quick. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I have a feeling there's a chance I still could actually come out really quick on it. But 24 has been very, it's felt odd. Not because of the launch and all the handling issues they had. Like it handles fine now, but it feels it feels like I maybe it's because it's the first season I'm in my team as well, but it really feels like somebody's got the reins on the car and I'm just being pulled back. Like I can't actually just unleash the full power of the car. Like I have no straight line speed. I, medium to high speed corners, I can't really maintain that speed very well in. So we'll stop that training. We'll start that training. You guys are just going to keep. I mean, Thomas Nagy, maybe. Fuck. His passing's a one. He's a left and right back. And that's his weakest part of his game. He's pretty good everywhere else. I'm like, oh fuck. Carlos Oliver, yes, he can go on loan. Nothing there. Frack is a level 15. I mean, that's fine. You guys already have your national C licenses. There's no reason to give you a B license where we have players, while we have other staff that need a C license that do not have it. So we're level 17. Again, I don't need I don't need national B for a little bit. You know, I mean, I'd like to get to a point where I'm on level 15 or 14, and I'm asking the board for national B licenses. That would be nice. You know, I would love to get to a point where, however many seasons from now it is, we're in level like 8 or 7, and we're asking for national A's like that phenomenal. You know what I mean? Ahead of the curve kind of stuff. Would love to get to that point, but I can't have an under 18s assistant manager not have the same qualifications that myself has, my assistant manager has, my under 21s manager has, like especially since that's the leagues that's playing. Since the under 18s is the leagues that's actually playing week in and week out. Like they should have the badges 100%. We should on the senior team, they should on the under 18s. So right. Now then, West Ham beat Leeds in the Premier League opening. Leeds went down to 10 men in the opening. Whew, whew, whew. Uh, right, Reed, Eddie Reed. Oh my God, that physical. Wow. 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 Sweet Mary Mother of God. Oh my God, he's a leading level 10 player with the potential to play in Sky Bet League 1. Fuck you know. That's way out of our range. It's one to keep an eye on, but like, oh my God. McLaughlin unveiled as Panama manager. Okay. What we got here? More scouting reports. Most of these are free agent offers. Only two I've actually requested. How about that? I wish you guys would stop. I really do. Like, when I first was getting these, it was like, hey, you should really think about signing this 43-year-old striker. He's a veteran after all. Like no. Hell no. Like, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude, but like that Montserrat. Yeah, it is Montserrat. Okay. Like, I don't mean to be rude. I'm not trying to be a dick, but like, fuck no. I'm not. Why would I? Why would I sign anybody over 40? Like, who's 43? Like, it just doesn't make sense. So, 3 days to go. Under 18s kickoff on the day of the last day of the CLG Junior Cup. Interesting. We'll have to keep an eye on that. We got Halifax Town under 18s in the National Under 18 Northwest League. So, oh my God, guys. Oh my God. I opened Reef's channel, Reeftastic, to watch this, to just keep an eye on this game because their game's music. And like, both, first off, it, they have the big, tall camera positions, right? And they're just both way out of frame. Like they're way out of center, I should say, right? One guy has got his head, like the frame is tall, but if you would imagine the box that I'm in, not me currently, but this box, right? This box, his head is here, and all the rest around is empty space. But his head is like the top of his head is here, so his head goes like this, but all the rest is like you need to be up. You know what I mean? I'm relaxed, but I'm also center of the camera still. You know what I mean? Like even when I'm slouching back, I'm still center of the camera. You know? I have a lot of empty space when I slouch back. Is when I sit up straight and forward. Boom, I'm in the pit. You know what I mean? Like I'm center frame. Boom. And then the other guy, he's like this. He is his the side of his ear is headphone is going out of the frame. It's moving out of the frame, and he's got all this empty space over here. And it's like, guys, come on, come on, make sure you're center because Bishop has agreed to join the club as a backup. Oh my God. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. Da, 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 da. That's we just want to. Is there is Twitter bugging out on me for fuck's sake? Oh my God. Come on, man. I'm trying to send this to this kid. It's constructive feedback. Like, here we go. Let me give this guy this. I can't multitask, so let me finish giving this guy feedback, and then I'll move forward. All right. It's all the little things in a broadcast, right? It's all the little things. You got to make sure you're. I could ask Brat to welcome Bishop. Have the fan reactions B minus. I don't know if I want to do that. Like, is this the Ghanaian? It is the Ghanaian. Yeah. It would be advisable to ask Brat if he's willing to welcome Bishop. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna ask Brat. I think Brat's German, so Brat might be like, no, fuck him. But Brat's actually really cool. IRL. He's a real chill dude. But give it a little save. A negative effect on his body language. I can't shake hands with the fucking man. Okay. Okay. Fair play, Brat. Fucking hell. Why is shaking hand? I hate Football Manager. Please. Fic- Ah. Uh, Oh, did CLG lose? Oh, fuck. Okay. Yeah, CLG lost their opening game of the ESCA season. That's sad. I mean, I'm not competing with Queen of the South is a great name for a football club. Oh, that's is this Northern Ireland? Scotland, sorry. What a name of a football. Queen of the South, and it's in the north of the UK. But I get it. I get it. Scotland. Yeah, I mean, it's not. It could be south of Scotland. But that's a great name for a football club. It really is. That's such a great name. But how like Halifax Town, Hartlepool, Morecambe. I'm not competing with those guys. Uh, De Oliveira's been injured. That's fine. I mean, it's 6 to 9 days. It's not super serious. So we are gonna tick over to a day to go. So and we got about 26 minutes left in the stream, so that should be enough time to get through today, tomorrow, and the next day. So we'll get through the CLG Junior Cup. That'll leave us with a bit of a longer episode next episode. I mean, this is going to be a long episode, but a bit of a longer episode next episode than normal ahead of the league games because we'll still have 2 weeks of processing to do prior to it. But it's nothing outside the normal for an amateur league. I remember when we were in level 19, every game was exactly 2 weeks apart. So it's not anything outside of the ordinary, right? It's not anything outside of what we've already seen being down in these divisions. So not to worry. And even then, there is only a week between Rolls Reserves and Cologne United. So, um, you know, there is that. So looking forward to it. Friday's episode, Friday's stream, will be the opening day of the season against Rolls Reserves. So we're back. Season 4 is here, and we've got ourselves quite a cracker for you. So uh, that's just a suggested squad. I'm not really going to listen to it. Being priced at 1 to 91. Look at the odds. Look at the odds. Here we go. The bookmakers believe we possess enough quality to gain promotion this season. We will undoubtedly have to adjust to a better class of opposition that will encounter in this division. With prices for us to go down, starting at 1,001, bookmakers are convinced that we can survive at this level and that we will stay in the division. So we are 1,000 to 1 to get relegated. Lim reserves cannot go up. Langho under 21s cannot go up. Rolls reserves cannot go up. All of their odds are NA. Old Blackburnians reserves are 50 to 1 to get promoted. South Manchester at 33 to 1 to get promoted. Standish St. Wilfrid's reserves are 33 to 1 to get promoted. Badger Casuals 25 to 1 to get promoted. Cologne United 20 to 1. Carlton Sports Club 14 to 1, and we are 1 to 91. So, wow. Uh, Old Blackburnians reserves are 6-4 favorites to go down. Interestingly enough, season preview, right? So, do 4 teams get relegated? Is that really it? Is that really 4 teams get relegated? No, 2 teams get relegated. What is that? What is that? They were relegated last season. So last season we were promoted. Standish St. Wilfrid's reserves were relegated. Old Blackburnians reserves were relegated. Rolls reserves were relegated, and Langho under 21s were relegated. That's 4 clubs were relegated to end up in here. Key players for us is myself and Brat. Interestingly enough, uh, so okay, we let 4 players walk on a free. Darkwa, Gabane, Wright, and Scalaro. We brought in Bishop. That's the only other transfers except for Badger Casuals, who have brought in 3. Look at the highlighted starters, by the way. Brad in goal. Frack is expect. This is essentially the best 11 in the division. It's Brat, Frack, Wellman, who is I think is Wellman for us. Yeah, Wellman's for us. Myself, Ben Brindley, Sheamus, Doherty, who's at South Manchester, Akoni Kun, Dixon, who's at South Manchester, Snicky, and Jones, who's at Carlton Sports Club. We are 8. We are 8 of the best. Like according to the media, we are. We have 8 players who are the best in their positions out of 11 on the pitch. And Adam McKenna is the new roles manager. So okay, uh, there's that. So that's the season preview. I was looking for the odds to get relegated, right? But I don't see them here. Obviously, you have the odds to get promoted. I don't see the odds to get relegated. That's the only thing I didn't kind of like. But okay. Um, let's see. Woo, what's that? Signed Robert Brom. Oh yeah, that's the guy from Blackpool. Yeah. That we already know. We're not going to be able to sign a guy for Blackpool. They're going to want 800,000 quid, and we have a $0 transfer budget. So I don't think that that's going to happen. Just a note. Um, that couldn't be more true. The Esports World Cup isn't so much a competition to see who's the best at competitive gaming, but who was the best at but who can shill the hardest for their tainted money. Yep, yep, yep. It bugs me that so many industry people just haven't batted an eye at it. You know what I mean? And they came out and said they can't. They basically came out and wouldn't guarantee the safety of some of the players who were willing to travel and compete at that tournament, and now are sitting at home because they're afraid that if they did and went, they would be arrested, taken to a cell, and probably murdered. So, and at the very least, tortured. But they're willing to offer the most money. So, I am so glad I left esports. So glad I've left Counter Strike essentially. So, all right, Eccleston and Heskin, the day is here. It upsets me that there's that many people that are willing to just look past the problems. You know what I mean? Especially look past them to get paid to look past them. Like the same kind of people who will say stuff. The same kind of people who will rag on others who have things like a Gumroad or an OnlyFans or a Patreon or whatever, Kofi, you know, you know, and that kind of stuff. And then they go and fucking shill for the Saudi government. It's like, come on, guys. It's like, it just agitates the fucking piss out of me. Lytham versus Walmer Bridge. It was Lytham Town, I believe, who won this competition last time. Is that correct? No, Sir Tom Finney won it last year. Beg your pardon. They were not available to pick this year. So, Spap's still confused. He hasn't figured it out yet. Maybe he will. 5-0 over Eccleston Heston. Actually, most of it coming in the second half. We were 1-0 up at half. Spaps from Sheamus in the 43rd. Ida Penn in the 48th. Wellman from Spaps in the 73rd. Akoni Kun solo in the 83rd. And then Snicky from Wellman in the 86th. So you can give it to Spaps or you can give it to Wellman. And it went to Spaps. who got player of the match. 21 shots to 6. Pretty good. 4.43 XG to 0.83. Very good. Walmer Bridge and Lythamstown will play. That is the other semifinal. So there is that. Let's see what's going on in the social feed. West Ham lost to Bournemouth. Come on, mate. And the Union lost to Dallas. And I think, if I remember correctly, Dallas is like the worst team in the Western Conference. So, fucking what are you doing, Union? Seriously. And where is season preview? West Ham are expected to finish. Where the fuck are West Ham? 12th. Really? Really? General. Oh, where's it? Should be on the first page, right? Media prediction ninth. Sorry, ninth is. Oh no, that's league position. Media prediction is 13. So, okay, we win in the Junior Cup. That's cool. Let's keep processing, please. Walmer Bridge went through on pens after a 0-0 draw, which means we will play Walmer Bridge next. Walmer Bridge of the Mid Lancashire and District League Premier Division. And that is a level 12, level 14 side. So pretty far above us, but not terribly far above us. There's actually not a lot of difference between a level 14 side, a level 15 side, a level 16 side, a level 17 side. You know, divisions don't, the gap in skill is not as big as opposed to a level 11 to 10 or a level 10 to 9 or a level 9 to 8 especially, right? Like those are bigger. I feel like those are bigger gaps. Like it's a lot harder for a club to say go up 3 to 4 divisions from level 5 than it is from level 18, you know? Uh it just the competition gets so much stringier. And the crazy thing is once you get to about level 9, maybe level 8, you get the semi-amateur clubs, and they're actually like partially paying players to be there, which means they could negotiate with players and actually try to sign the more talented ones. It's not just, I guess I guess I'll play football this season, and then they pick a local club. You know what I mean? Like it's not. It's a lot less like that. I think I want to jump off the roof at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. My ticket prices went up $100, and we're one of the worst teams in the league. Ours went up. Ours went up pretty good too. I think ours went up. I think ours went up about 150 bucks, or it's like 100. Yeah, about 150 bucks, a little less, maybe 130. And we're worse than you guys. We're dog shit this year, my mate. We are actual dog shit this year. We don't deserve this. No. Welcome to Messi, my friend. My season ticket with the parking pass went from $690 last season to 900 bucks. Now, part of that's the parking pass. I understand, but the season ticket with the parking pass went from 690 to 900. So that's a $210 increase. That's like a 30. That's all. It's probably like a good 35% increase. 35%. And the only difference is Messi is in the league. So we don't deserve this. Why do the fans have to take the brunt of this shit? Because they know we will pay. They monopolize our passion. It's the American way. So, not in Atlanta. So many people dropping season tickets, and they should, as they should. Sila does well in Counter Logic under 18's victory. What do we do? We won 3-0. That's good. Woods, and then Sila on a pen, and then Sila again in stoppage time over FC Halifax. Nicely done. Sila gets player of the match. So, apparently there's not even a waiting list anymore. Brutal. I bet you the Union's going to go the same way. So, oh my God, Waywell's out 7 to 8 weeks. We got some fucking injuries going on here. Thanks. Not finding fucking anybody. Recruitment focuses are pretty broken this year. For the first time ever, I'm considering dropping mine. See, I'm gonna, even if we're dog shit next year or the worst team in the league again or whatever, I'm still gonna have mine. Um, I'm in it. First off, it's a smaller stadium, so obviously it's tougher to get tickets. But then second off, I am literally right behind the goal, 5 rows from the bottom. Like that is in the middle of the supporter section. Like people take years to get into section 137. And I am not only in 137, but I am like almost at the like bottom of 137 in the heart of it. So I refuse to give up those seats. Um, in fact, the only time people usually give up seats like that is when they either move or they die. Uh, so where is he? Where's it? He's a good level 16. He could be a leading level 16 player. Okay. So I'm 15 rows back, just off center of the goal now. Nice, nice. The problem you has, and look, you do what you want, but the problem is it's one of those things where if you ever did drop it and then you wanted to get back into it 2 seasons later, for example, you'd be up in the nosebleeds. You know, you'd be like 50 rows back. You know, in the corner. It's like it would not even, you know, like. Okay, Lytham beat Eccleton and Heskin for third place. We are playing for the Junior Cup, which we did not win last time. Oh, Wellman is already involved in another match on the same day. Guess what? Good old Ben Brindley is coming in. I, 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 oh, I have to actually like drop him. Remove Wellman from position. Thank you. So, yes. Yeah, the only thing really holding me in Atlanta is the season tickets at this point. Otherwise, I'd probably try to move to Florida. Fair enough, man. I mean, that's what holds me. Well, it's not the only thing that holds me to Philly. 4-1, we beat Walmer Bridge. I have a few reasons why I stay in Philly. Family is one, girlfriend's another, season tickets at the Union is another. Like, you know, yeah, leave Philly. No, I've got enough that keeps me grounded here for a while. Uh, girls don't exist. Disregard females. Acquire currency. It's an old fucking meme. Snicky from Frack, Akone-kun from Spaps, Snicky from Ben Brindley. Then Turner got one back for Walmer Bridge before Snicky put their third in from Spaps. Snicky with 3. That's good enough for player of the match for them. And we win the CLG Junior Cup. That is preseason tied up in a bow. Done and dusted. Have a great stream. Okay, gotta go be a DJ and play Apex. Have a good stream. Thank you very much. I have 8.5 minutes left. So stream is ending anyway. But I appreciate you stopping by, Cody, and we'll talk more about the miseries of our football clubs. So we turned dominance into victory against Wilmer Bridge. What was the commiserating? Yes. Okay, bye. Bye. The attendance was 76. That's pretty good for a preseason. In the rain, that's pretty good for a preseason game. Like, very good for a preseason game. What was the other attendance? 32 in sun. Okay, so not great, but you know, how did more? I guess because it's a final. I was gonna say, how did more fans show up in the rain? But it was a final as opposed to a semifinal, right? So that, uh, you understand it then. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, even if it's a preseason cup, but that is preseason done and dusted. So we have 12 days of processing until the actual start of the season. We are pretty much out of time tonight. Um, so I'm going to let this process another day or two, and then we are going to go. What do we got here? Sunderland make frack offer weekly staff meeting. Let's go through the staff meeting. Any the training you guys want, we'll set up. Any of the ones you guys want to stop, we'll set up. That's fine. I don't really. You guys know best. I'm just an idiot that plays Football Manager. Zeverona should go on the loan list, yes, because we just made the signing for goalkeeper now, right? So now Zeverona is going to have to go on loan. We're not moving Moke. This is fine. Uh, your very personable nature has helped forge a strong relationship with the squad that's given you strong support as a result. It's not perfect though. Um, and that's basically it. So okay, fair enough. We'll process again, um, and then we will save, and then we will move on. Um, let me see. We'll do leagues in focus another time because there are only two games in. So we'll do leagues in focus next time. There are two games into the Prem. There are like three or four everywhere else. Let's see who we can raid. And I don't know if we're going to be able to raid one of my favorite streamers, but if we can, we will. I could send you to Football Manager, but I rarely get to raid the streamer. And can I? No, I can't. I still don't have enough viewership to do so because they have flood protection on. So we are going to send you to Football Manager. We are going to send you to Brazilian Fury. He's actually editing, so we'll send you there. Give him some love. He'll talk about his save. He's a great dude. If you're on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. This was CLG FC episode 56.7, which means next episode is going to be 57, episode 57. So we will see you for the next one. Until then, take care.